Hey fellas, good morning. Happy Saturday. This is the dividend reinvestment plan stock review for the last 7 days, Saturday to Saturday. Last time we did it was the 18th. I'll show you what we got going on here. It is nap time for both of the cats. There is Bella rolled up in there, and there is Nala underneath her in a little basket. Started getting the floors fixed up a little bit. Anyways, here we go. I'll show you what we're working with. Last week, I'll read you the numbers from last week off the book. This is my laptop. Last week, we were at $33,513.77, or plus $1,033.22. This week, we're at $33,935.92. And overall, we're at $28,472.20. Year to date, we're $1,455.37. So we had a pretty good week, not a spectacular week. And I'm just having to, let me show you. While I'm showing you that this is the actual website, and this is in the Investor Center. That's my first name right there. What would you like to do today? And that's stuff down this thing. The one we're concerned the most about is the portfolio section here. And the portfolio section here is the overall value, portfolio value in total, $33,935.92. Our goal this year is to take that and add at least $6,200 to it so we get to $40,000 in this account. Our holdings are the companies that we directly invest in without a broker. And our first one is AMD, which is Advanced Micro Devices. We have a total of 2.31 shares at $122.84. The red arrow means as of Friday. Yesterday, it was down, but not much. And that is the market value as of Friday for the 2.31 shares, total of $283.90. Now I'm going to move the cursor down so we can go up on the, let me see, I can do it one more time. There we go. All right, so here's our pie chart, which shows you that we don't keep all of our eggs in one basket. That is an idiom. Next up is Amazon, ticker symbol AMZN. That's just an easy way to look it up if you want to look up the price that day, how it performed on the stock market. So next we have 26.19 shares in Amazon. They're at $234.85 as of Friday, and that means it was down. Our portfolio value for that individual stock is $6,150.80. Right below that is California Water, CWT, which it should probably, well, anyways, I don't want to talk about fire. So anyways, we have 51.53 shares. It's $42.91. It was also down on Friday. Overall portfolio value is $2,211.20. Right below that is the Chesapeake Utilities Corporation, CPK. We have a total of 20.572 shares, $121.15, and it was up as of Friday. And the portfolio value of that is $2,492.36. I'm going to stop reading to you because I believe that you have the ability to see. So I'm going to drop it down. I'll show you what we got. Next one up is Costco. Go over here. The amount of shares we have in Costco, it's our most expensive stock. It was down, and its value. Right below that is ExxonMobil. That's a ticker symbol. The amount of shares we have in it, whether it was up or down, and its price, and the overall portfolio value. Next below that is Marathon Petroleum Company, MPC. The amount of shares, price per share as of Friday, and it was down. Overall value of that stock in our portfolio. Right below that is our newest one, which replaced Raytheon, which is MCY. We have 1.398 shares, $49 a share, and what it's worth in our portfolio. Let me go down and I should be able to rotate it one more time. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to talk to you about how do we pick stocks? Here's Clorox Company. There's its ticker symbol, the amount of shares we have, price per share on Friday, whether it was up or down, and the portfolio value. Next one is the Coca-Cola Company. Knockout. This is the most famous ticker symbol. We have 47 shares. Price per share, it was up. There's the difference. If the arrow is going towards my right and it's yellow or orange, it means the stock didn't participate in the market that day for whatever the reason. There is the portfolio value. J.M. Smucker Company, SJM. The amount of shares, price per share, whether it was up or down, and the portfolio value. There is Tyson's Food, TSN. The amount of shares we have in it, price per share, whether it was up or down, and the portfolio value. And our last stock is Walmart. The amount of shares we had, mind you, last year we had a 3-for-1 split. So we had 15 shares, and now at the beginning of the year we're over 55 shares. So price per share and our portfolio value. Without wasting too much of your time or taking up too much of your time, how do I pick a stock? How do we pick stocks? Especially because we don't have a broker and all of their advice. Yeah, right. We concentrate on things that we use and know. I know everybody needs fuel, food, electricity, products produced by petroleum companies, and goods and services that are designed for average American people. Walmart is a good grocery store for good average people, which I consider myself a good average person. I'm working on the good part. Anyways, why drip stocks? And what does Computershare get out of this? Drip stocks, you eliminate an enormous amount of fees like Charles Schwab. A long time ago, when I was very, very young, I managed to scrape together $5,000, which is what, at that time, you had to have to at least open an account with Charles Schwab. I didn't know anything about mutual funds, and I trusted the Charles Schwab advisors. Now, the amount of fees you have to pay somebody to invest on your behalf are ridiculous at the minimum. They got me with consultation fees, put me in stocks that were front loaded, had 520, had I had to pay for their company's marketing. I think it's 512 fees. They're backloaded with fees, a transaction fee to deposit money into to buy new stocks. You had to pay a fee for them to anyways. Everything was fee based, and in a matter of 3 months, my $5,000 was just about gone. I promised myself at the time, and I was a very young man at that time, $5,000 was a difference, was a very big deal to me. And I was very angry with the people who were supposed to be financial experts. So I decided, and I looked around to find guys that, a company that was doing well that didn't invest in a bureaucracy or the administration state. And that was Berkshire Hathaway. And from about 1984 to present, I started using the advice from Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger. Now, Charlie Munger is departed, means he passed away. But and that's why I keep the Coca-Cola stock. That's one of the stocks that Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger used to grouse at each other about, which means they'd argue about it all the time. But that's why I keep the Coca-Cola stock. We got rid of the Raytheon stock because I thought it was ghoulish. And I've spent enough time, I've spent a majority of my life in the military, and I just don't want to be associated with violence, that type of industrial scale violence anymore. Anyways, I just don't want to do it. So that's why we sold that and put Mercury Insurance in there. But we're probably going to go shopping today for a new stock because Mercury Insurance hasn't shown any intention of getting better since we bought it. So why am I doing this? I'm not doing this for likes or subscriptions or anything else. I don't my account is monetized. I'm never going to monetize my account. And my advice is just for those of you out here to hopefully realize and understand how important. I'm going to close the window here. Sign out. Let me log out. That you have to have, one of your cornerstones of your life is understanding how money works and how to make it work for you. The only book I recommend that you read, which is inexpensive and it was written in the 20s, it's called The Richest Man in Babylon, and the author's name is Clayson, Clason. It's like 139 pages long, and it's written in parables, which the Bible is written in parables to teach people who need to understand something at a simple level. I don't consider any of this rocket science. When I go into Walmart and buy goods or buy gas at Walmart or buy anything at Costco or buy my electricity or anything like that. I used to have El Paso Electric, but they went private and bought us out. I think it is far more important for you to know more about finance than you do about a sports team. That's not to bag on sports team. In fact, I'll be watching the game. I think it starts here at 1 and 3 on the East Coast. So we're on Mountain Daylight Time here. But I want to give back without taking anything from you. How does ComputerShare get paid, and do they pay me? Nobody pays me to do anything. I have enough money, and I don't need your money. I don't want anybody's money. I don't want to sponsor. I don't want to read those ridiculous commercials for anybody. Anyways, have I been offered them? Yes. I've been offered everything from microphones to microphone stands to, what do they call it? It's a stick you put your phone in. So when I walk a little bit later today, the video's just, the quality of the video is better. That's not what I'm about. I want you to know that there are actually guys out there, and some of us have grown up without good men around us. You can make a lot of mistakes as a young man simply because nobody gives a shit about you enough to tell you that that's not a good decision. Simply because somebody doesn't tell you, hey, look, save 10% of your money, no matter what, off the top. 10% of your money is yours to keep for the rest of your life. This is part of that 10%. What can we do with this money if we're not going to spend it? And we're not going to spend it. We're going to use it to leverage a loan, a car loan, an emergency medical bill. Anything you need, you go into a financial institution and you show them that you've managed to amass. And we started this in 2022, April. So from April of 2022 to January of 2025, we've amassed almost $30,000, $28,472.20. I need a loan for $5,000, and this is my collateral. You're going to get a better annual percentage rate. You'll probably end up having to explain to the people that work in the bank or the credit union. I hope you use a credit union because banks are for profit. And anyways, I don't want to get off this subject. Love you guys. This was way too long. I hope this makes sense. You don't owe me anything. I'm not doing this to show off. I'm doing this to give you the opportunity by yourself without anybody's help. You can sign up for a free account. We don't get paid by anybody, and the fees are obviously easy for you to see. I've done lots of videos about these. I try to do it every week so that you can hold me accountable for the advice that I give. I'm not hiding anything. There's no rug pull. I'm not giving you these, hey, if you want to be successful, you got to be like me. It's not like that. I don't think it's fair in any part of your school, public schooling, that they don't teach you about money and how to make money work for you. All right? Love you guys. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. And if you can't, you have to take care of yourself. You're far more important than anybody wants you to believe. Like a fart in a G-string from West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.